Cedric Allen again. We are back with chemistry. We are looking at using materials. We lastly categorized the materials. We defined the categories. We gave examples, the advantages and disadvantages. We are now going to talk about one material by one, simplifying it for you. So currently, I want us to start with metals. I want us to start with metals. We know metals are applied in very many things. In very many things, we cannot even count them. We've seen many roofings, they are made out of metals. We see the cars we drive, almost 80% of the car is made of metals. The bridges, we know the houses, there is some portion of metals. And we know the reasons why we use metals. Yeah, in phones, they are metals. You've ever gone for typing and printing? Metals are used even in printing. They are very important. We shall see how and why. We all know the reasons to why metals are preferred for use. Remember, the kinds of questions they ask moves in orders: category, suitability, uses, side effects and mitigations, and so on. Those are the levels of questions they ask. If you were watching the previous questions, we simplified them. We have very many. What is a metal, by the way, before we go on? Metals, for anything to be classified as a metal, for anything to be called a metal, must be that something, must be that solid substance that is more hard and conducts electricity and heat. Almost all metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are they are said to be very hard materials, very hard, and it is one of the specific characteristics of the metals. So we are going to have a look at very many examples of metals that include copper, the commonly used metals, the likes of aluminium. These are widely applied in daily life. We have the likes of iron. Iron is also used in daily life, and very many other metals. For today, we are going to look at these three, and we shall have a look at sample questions that are asked about these metals. We are going to start with iron, and we said these metals are categorized as synthetic materials because they are only made pure through laboratory processes. The process we very well know as refining. So the category of iron, we are going to give the category. It is a synthetic material. So when you are asked about the category of this, you will say it is a synthetic material. Why? The reason, because it is a laboratory processed material. We've said that the processing we are talking about is the refining, the purification method or the purification process of these metals. We very well know that iron is widely used. Some of the uses of iron. We know the applications of iron. Being a strong metal, the iron is used to make There are parts of a car that are made of iron. There are bars. There are materials, the construction materials made out of iron, such as the iron bars. We are looking at the things made out of iron, and we are looking at the different uses of iron. You can think of very many others. There are properties that make iron a useful material. Before we continue with more uses, used to make used to make uh, roofing, roofings and doors, if galvanized, can be used to make those ones. So we are looking at the different uses of iron. We can mention very many. For me, I'm going to mention only three, but we have very many uses of iron. We cannot even finish them. There are some properties that make the iron a suitable material for use. There are some properties that make the iron a suitable material for use. There are characteristics that are unique, making this iron very important for use in daily life. One of these properties, the iron has a high tensile strength. The iron is a very strong material, very strong. Even the smallest piece of it can support heavy loads without breaking. Can support loads that are even 10 times heavier than, bigger than the piece of iron without breaking. So the iron has a high tensile strength, hence can support heavy loads without breaking. We are looking at the properties that are making iron a suitable material for use. The iron is a good conductor of heat and electricity. So hence it can be used to make conductors of electricity, can be used to make cooking utensils and very many others. But as we continue, please, I will not forget reminding you to subscribe. This is our platform. The more you subscribe, the more you make us proud, the more you add energy to us. You energize us. You can only energize us when you subscribe. Like our videos, comment as much as you can. It's only the pleasure we can get. We are looking at the properties that make iron a suitable material for use. So the iron is highly malleable and ductile. When I say this, I mean the iron can easily be hammered into flat surfaces without breaking. It can also be rolled, ductility and malleability can even be rolled into different shapes without breaking. So the iron is malleable and ductile. Because of that, it can be hammered to different shapes and shapes or into flat sheets without breaking. And it can also be bent or folded to different shapes without breaking. So it is highly malleable and ductile. We are looking at properties that make iron a suitable material for use. The iron is a strong material. The strength of the iron makes it durable. It can support heavy loads even for longer periods of time because it is strong, making it durable even when at work. It can serve heavy duties without breaking for a long period of time since the iron is a strong material. We are giving the properties that make iron a suitable material for use. I think you can agree with me. These four are some of them. There are many others. We can look at copper. Let's start with aluminium. But before this, have we really subscribed? Have you subscribed? You're watching, but have you subscribed? Are you liking the video? Do you like the content we give? Do you benefit anything? Anyway, back to business. Before you even go to aluminium, for the users, they may be specific about a certain field. As you're giving the uses, please connect the use to the field where the material is said or asked. For example, in the construction companies, the iron is used to make materials such as iron bars that are used to reinforce the concrete materials to produce strong structures. So you connect the work very well to the scenario. Still, as you're giving the properties, you can give more. These are not the only ones. There are more properties. You remember we said the metals are shiny. You can add it. Shiny, hence make attractive or nice looking products. You can give that. You can talk about other properties like high melting point, hence resists fire. You can give all these are properties of iron. You can give resistant to corrosion when galvanized and painted, resistant to rusting when galvanized or painted. All those are properties of iron. We can give more. There are very many. For me, I've just mentioned this. So tugambye high melting points. So you can give more. There are more others. With all this, if you decide to read and understand all this about iron, I think there will be no problem about iron. I've covered everything about iron. So I'm only remaining with the side effect or challenges associated with use of iron and so many others, and the mitigations maybe. Maybe in the next video, let's watch about aluminium. Thank you for watching.